Who is your favorite social media influencer?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
I don't know if it's cop-out because he's famous, but Peter McKinnon.
He's a great creator.
Yeah, wicked creator. I think his personality is like half of what makes him so fun to watch.
Mine is easy. In fact, I think you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, my
Just
goodness.
on three, let's say it. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Joe
Justin
Rogan.
Bieber.
Oh, what? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bullstrap Lounge and welcome back to the Founders Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Mason, and I'm joined with my other co-host and my co-founder, Claudio, and it's just us today. Sophia is on vacation, and Lauren had something else, and so we're back to basics. It's guys, you know, what's better than this? Just guys being dudes, you know? So
The way this was. The way it was.
The way it started, we're back. 1 week only. Girls will be back next week or 2 weeks from now. So,
But we figured we make the most of it.
yep. So here we are.
Here we are.
How's your weekend? You went to St.
St. Pete.
St. Pete,
Florida.
Yep.
Was visiting a buddy of mine's family, basically, but absolutely loved it, man. It was just so cool. Went to the beach, kind of hit the town a little bit. It's actually kind of a really cool town. I coined it as the greatest up-and-coming city, small town in America.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, that's for me.
Have you ever been to Tampa?
I've not. No.
Okay. Yeah, because I know St. Pete is near Tampa, and I've been to Tampa and really like Tampa.
Oh, what am I talking about? Of course I've been to Tampa.
Oh.
Yeah, but I haven't vacationed there. We went there for
Okay.
like wrestling tournaments when I was a kid and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, no, that doesn't really count.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
And I feel like I've been there for other stuff in my life, but not like I've kind of visited Tampa.
Okay. Sure.
It's been more of just I'm kind of here for a
I'm
thing.
in Tampa, but I'm not really
Yeah.
exploring. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But St. Pete was awesome, man. I loved it. We had a pretty crazy Airbnb experience,
yeah.
my wife and I. But without going into full details, it was, it's funny because my wife booked the room, and before I even knew like what was happening, it kind of just, I was like, oh, we just booked like a private room and not like a mother-in-law suite or like just a normal Airbnb. It was just,
Right.
it was just a room. And I was like, that should be fine. Whatever.
So
Like,
you're with other people, though.
bingo,
Okay.
which is always a little bit of an experience, but
yeah.
we're always, we're kind of down for it. It's like, whatever, it is what it is. And, I didn't think much of it. I was like, man, next time we should do it different. Whatever. No big deal. But, it was a little bit of like Ratchet Motel type vibe. They had a 420 sign in balloons, like blown up balloons hung on the wall, like above the sliding glass door where you walk out.
Nice.
I'm like, this is great
this
decoration. Dude, I should pull it up for you just so you can get a little glimpse of glory here.
I do want to see. I was going to ask you if you
Check that out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just 420
Oh,
balloons.
nice.
What the hell? What kind of decoration is that? But it
Yeah.
was so dirty, and it was like it was a hostel. Too funny, man.
That is funny.
Anyway, it was a good.
Apart from the sketchy. Yeah.
It was a great vibe, good trip.
Heck yeah.
Like, loved being able to connect with just new people. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super solid. One of the things we're trying to be better at, both Claudio and I, is taking vacation time. You've got another more legit vacation next week, or starting this weekend.
Well, this weekend. I mean, this is another like 4-day weekend type of deal. But
Okay.
going to Atlanta, which will be really cool. I have family there, so that'll be like a nice break, a lot of fun. And then we're doing an RV trip. Later in. What is that? No, that's early August. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
coming up. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Like, that'll be just such a good getaway. What was honestly the coolest thing about St. Pete is that I touched my phone. I can probably count on one hand the amount of times that I picked up my phone and like looked at my notifications and stuff.
That's awesome.
Tells you how much I trust my team.
Yeah. They're holding it down.
JK. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, that was like a huge thing. Just like letting the notifications roll, pick it up, maybe see some stuff that was important, but didn't even like literally I picked my phone up like 5 times over the course of the whole weekend and just was super present, like got to really just connect, be with my wife, my kid, be with like the people that I was hanging out with. It was just so good. So good.
That's awesome.
Very necessary. I know you felt that when you took that trip. Or you didn't take a trip.
No, I just took days off.
You just took yeah,
literally,
which is so necessary.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, if you're
it
not
recalibrates
giving,
you.
Yeah, it's just giving your mind time to disconnect. Because that was kind of what I realized is like, oh yeah, it's the weekend, but like because I wasn't actively taking time off, I would still kind of be in that work mindset, and yeah, disconnecting from that completely is so. It's like a detox.
Yeah.
It's like detoxing your mind and everything. Yeah, it's super good.
Well, I'm literally just going to segue here into the next question.
Yeah, sure.
Let me read the full question.
Let's see how
does
she
social
phrased
media
it.
affect your business, and then just thoughts generally on social media?
How does social media affect
Those are
your
actually
business?
like 2 super different questions.
Yeah, very, very different
like,
questions.
I actually want to hear your answer to the social media thing first. Like just generally.
Just general
what do you
thoughts
what do you think
on
about social
social
media?
media.
And then,
Okay.
And then how does it impact the business can be like follow up.
Sure. Man, there's so many different routes you can go with social media. I think, general picture, I think social media was, at least initially, created with good intention. And I
It was
think,
created to find other single people.
sure, yeah. Like,
Okay, yeah.
dating website, whatever, like, hey, we're going to put images, maybe not. I guess when I think of social
Have you ever
media,
seen The Social Network?
yes. Yeah. So, yes, I guess for me, I'm thinking more like Instagram and yes, Facebook, but
Yeah.
kind of like all of them in general. I don't know, the act of like sharing media and obviously like content is ruling the world. And so,
Why obviously?
yeah, maybe not obviously. The internet, I would say, is ruling the world. And
Ruling.
ruling. Yeah,
Okay.
what'd you
I
think?
thought you said ruining.
Oh, ruling. No. The like social media and content is ruling the
Yeah.
world. And so with that, like, okay, obviously you have to be on social media, but I think it can be super dangerous. Pretty recently, Instagram has you're not really on Instagram a whole lot, but Instagram has now enabled you to be able to disable your likes. So now there's no number. It's just unless you're the person posting the image, no one else sees how many likes it has. They can't see like, so it kind of takes that engagement number out of it. And
That's supposed to be something super healthy for like your mental.
dude, it's crazy. Like
it helping, or-
literally within the first 48 hours of disabling the likes, like I found myself, I was on another page and going, ooh, I wonder if this person has any credibility, and my eyes went down to the like thing. Like I was like, oh, this is a sick picture. Like I wonder if this person has like credibility. And I like went down to look at the likes and there was no likes there. And I caught myself going, wow. Like I just subconsciously went, I like this photo. And then I went, I wonder how many likes it has. Like, do other people like it? And it's like, no, that doesn't matter. Like double tap it, comment, whatever, move on. Like I think social media as just a sharing platform, and now I'm talking personal use here, not business use.
Yeah, sure.
Personal use. If you're using it just as a, hey, these are photos I take, this is stuff I enjoy, whatever. If that's how you're using it and like just putting it out to the world, letting them see that, I think it's great. And I think doing that and not looking at likes can kind of enable that. But I think a lot of people, myself included, got a little, like I was concerned with how my feed looked and what the engagement rate looks like. And
So that was the heart of my question. Do you get caught up in the social media game, I guess, where you're actively looking at how many likes am I getting? And does it affect your mood on that stuff?
like to a certain extent for sure, because you go, oh man, like dang, yet as many likes, but no, not in the sense where like I'm like, oh man, like not legitimately.
Yeah.
Not to the point where I would be, I guess, concerned or like feel like it really was controlling my mood. But at the same time, like I'm totally guilty of going, man, this photo from back then didn't get as much engagement. Like I'm just gonna archive it. Like totally guilty of that. Like, oh, because other people said that this wasn't as good as my other work, I'm not gonna have it on my page. And like to me, that as soon as that likes thing was enabled, it's like, oh, for sure I'm turning that on. Because like because I know that that's not the logical response. The logical response is no, this is my own creative platform, so post what I want. But I've caught myself going, oh no, I'm using my creative platform to post what they want. And that shouldn't be how social media is.
Okay, I got you.
You know?
I got you. But I feel like the people who do social media best are posting what they want to post, and that translates into more likes, more
Followings.
engagement,
Sure.
more following, like more
For
comments,
sure. For
all
sure.
of that.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting. Man, I'm not on social media a whole lot, so I actually try to limit my exposure to any of this. I think it definitely confirms one thing about human nature. We are social people and we want to be connecting with people as much as possible.
For sure.
We are so social. That's like ingrained in our DNA. We want to be connecting. And I think social media does a great job of like satisfying that particular itch in the human psyche. It
Sure.
does a great job of doing that.
Sure.
What it does a bad job of is like it kind of takes it's a synthetic version of getting to connect with people. So then what it does is it basically takes the worst parts of human nature and exposes them. Meaning like you're hungry for status naturally. You kind of want to
Sure. You want to feed your pride.
Likes validate you. Comments validate you. And like it's instant. I'm not saying anything exceptional or like amazing here, but I'm just basically or like groundbreaking.
Right.
But all of these things are like super evident on social media. I think that's that's really my hot take. It can be if you're not well grounded in your own sense of self-pride and self-worth, and I think you just kind of have to have a thick skin and not really care. Then it can be like a super healthy, like, yeah, I'm engaging with my friends, I'm engaging with my
For
family,
sure.
I'm engaging
For
with
sure.
people online, or even as an actual influencer, you can utilize it effectively.
Right. See, that's more business to me though. Like if we're talking about, hey, I'm trying to be an influencer.
Okay.
I think you have to follow like
Yeah.
for me, the way that I look and browse when I'm on Bullstrap's account versus my own account is very different.
So different.
Like they're
Okay.
not
So that being said, how do you view social media from like how it's helped the business and from a business perspective?
massively. Like you and I both would say obviously social media is wickedly valuable.
It's probably the single
Most valuable aspect of what has allowed us to be successful.
obviously, I mean, any business has to be present on social media in some form, but like probably the biggest advent of the 21st century internet e-commerce business has been the fact that you can advertise, you can buy with dollars space, you can buy eyeballs online
Yep.
and drive traffic to your site that way.
Yep.
That in and of itself has been just the biggest thing for e-commerce, period.
Yep. Totally agree. I would say a little bit of a hot take, but I would say a knowledge today on how to set up and optimize a Facebook ad. Hey, we need to make a Facebook ad, put it up, know the whole system, know who we're targeting, whatever. If you can start to finish,
Like a campaign.
yep, do a full Facebook campaign, that one topic of education is more valuable than a college degree in marketing. I know that's a hot take, but
It's for sure true.
like
It's not even close.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally only because of social media. Like 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, where social media wasn't what it is, a marketing degree going into newspaper, TV, like all those other aspects of marketing would have been super valuable. But now, like the internet and e-com is where the industry is going. And Facebook and Instagram are kind of to me, the backbone of that.
Yeah. And people like us have been marketed to our whole lives. I mean, I guess most people have in general, like even if you were living in a pre-internet age, but I guess with this constant contact that we have with technology, we are literally being advertised to 24/7, whether we realize it or not.
Yeah.
And you kind of just intuitively, like anybody in our generation, maybe, I mean, there's generations before us too, but like that basically intuitively understand how to message things in a captivating way. Or at least they know when something's good.
Sure.
Like you might not be able to replicate it, but you know, hey, this stands out. This is actually really good marketing.
Right.
But then, yeah, in terms of a degree, like you can spend your whole education, you could spend a whole college degree on marketing, and that is totally wasted in this landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know how to market online. It doesn't even matter if you're like a retail business, like proper mom and pop, like actual retail business or like a local thing. You can buy you buy online.
Yeah, you buy local lead gen.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're just going to geo-target or
There's all sorts of things that you can do, and it's the most relevant form of marketing that exists today. And if you don't know how to do it, you're losing in the marketplace.
Yep. Totally agree.
It's that simple.
The only other comment I'd add is like I think with social media, and I mean even since we started Bullstrap, like marketing on Facebook alone has drastically changed. And I think with technology and data and everything getting both more advanced and also more people knowing about it and kind of figuring it out, I guess I'm really interested to see kind of because there's going to be a new one. I don't know if it's TikTok. Like, I don't know.
TikTok is the new one.
Yeah, TikTok is the new one right now. But still right now, I would say that Facebook is the kingpin. Like, Facebook and Instagram are the kingpins of online marketing, paid online marketing.
Yeah, Google too.
Google AdWords. I wonder when they'll get faded out to like a new one. Because I think I don't think it's crazy to say like in the next 3-4 years, like there's going to be advertising platforms that are so much better. And
You're saying there's going to be other social media platforms that you can advertise on.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. I think Roku is actually one that could be, just because they're doing TV, but they're doing third-party logistics and tracking with it. And so eventually you're going to be watching The Bachelorette with Maddie or whatever, you're watching your show.
And you're going to get actual
and now
ads.
you're getting a targeted commercial rather than just a roll commercial.
That's where things need to go.
Yeah. And so now you're watching the Super Bowl, and so that same placement is still super expensive, but like, hey, we're Bullstrap, so we're going to choose that on the Super Bowl, we're going to save 40% whatever and only send it to Roku's where a dude owns the TV. You know,
that's
that,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where it needs to go.
Yeah.
That's where it needs to go.
And it's going there. But yeah, like what's the next one from that? Like, okay, now that's implemented on Roku.
Yeah.
Who takes it to the next level?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's super interesting. I never even thought of that. What do you think about, like, I think you were about to get into it, but like the influencer side of social media? And like basically when you are an influencer,
you're kind of using yourself as your brand or as your company.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think then almost there has to be a conscious choice. I think you have to almost choose why you're using social media. For me, like my personal page is a little bit business, partly because I'm tied to Bullstrap. And so there's a little bit of that, like, hey, we're the co-founders of Bullstrap, so like we got to kind of be in that a little bit. But really, my Instagram is more just, hey, I'm going to post photos that I take, that I like, whatever. If you're an influencer, you have to look at it. You have to look at your Instagram more the way we would look at Bullstrap's Instagram. Because to us, that's the company. And so that has to be calculated and thought out and planned and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And to the world, engagement does matter.
Yeah.
And so, like, then there's a little bit different of a game to play. I think of a dude who's a photographer that has actually taken photos of our stuff. Really good. Drake Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Epic photographer. You go on his Instagram page, everything looks similar. It's his own style. It's all different, but it looks very similar. And he treats it as his photography portfolio and has been able to grow to, I think he's almost at 10K in a matter of a couple months. And it's literally just because he's going, no, this is what I do. My whole page looks like this. This is me. I'm a photographer. And it's worked.
Wow.
So I think there is, it depends. It depends what lane you're in, maybe to get my opinion on it. Like, I feel like I have different opinions.
Yeah, even for a photographer, I feel like it's a little bit of a different thing than somebody personally
Being
the influencer. Like,
Sure.
you're following me because you enjoy me and my content, and like I'm the one behind the camera taking selfies. Like, that's where the line gets blurred, because what you're after, like, basically you want your fandom to react the same way that like all of your local friends and family would to your stuff.
Sure.
Sometimes even more so. Like,
Sure.
But you're looking for all that engagement, all of that validation. And I think it is really difficult to toe that line well, because you have to treat it like a business.
But yet it's your personal life that is being portrayed.
That's being put out there.
Sure.
And all the images are of you. And it's like,
if I'm honest, like, I don't want that. Like,
yeah.
Yes, there is I want people to know who I am, but like, I don't
desire that.
Yeah, I don't desire the everyone, like, I don't desire the flood of like likes and people wanting to know. And
I mean, it's funny. My brother does it, and he does it really well. He's successful
exceptionally well.
And my sister here, actually, Sophia, who's part of the podcast, she does it to a lesser extent, but does it and makes a living from it. It's like, I just know kind of from inside baseball, I guess, it's tough. It's tough to toe that line.
Yeah.
You have to treat it like a business, but it can be actually like, it can mess with your psyche a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I
it's just being careful. I think actually having like a strong sense of self-worth really goes a long way.
Yep.
You have to have your identity intact, so that way when the slings and arrows get thrown at you, like, it's kind of just, water off the back. Is that how the saying goes?
Water, I don't even know. Probably. Water off the back? Water
under the bridge. I don't know. But basically, like, it's not sticking to you.
Right. To that point, what I was going to say is, I even think of like a 1-star review. Like, when we get a 1-star review, if it's actually like a flaw with our product or whatever, like, when we read that, it goes, man, like, that it hurts because this person is not satisfied with what we're doing. And now if that 1-star review that was targeted at your product is now targeted at your person, it becomes like, I think of like hate comments.
Yeah.
Like,
you suck for this XYZ reason. Like, I hate hearing you.
And separating yourself from going, no, what's on the internet is just business. That's not who I actually am. Even though I'm an influencer, like, that, the jump can be made.
Yeah.
I think really easily, where you take those who are online as if they were your friends saying it to you. And it's like, no, those aren't your friends. Those are, that's
so rough.
Yep.
So rough. Yeah. And it's a different thing too, when you're talking about something that's just like a product where you want to be looking at those reviews, and you basically utilize that feedback as like a legitimate feedback loop and a cycle. And you're like, okay, this was actually really good. We've heard this from a couple people. We can totally version 2.0. We can fix. We can do this. We can try this. We can make this better. And that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's you remove your emotions from it and you look at it objectively. But when it's connected to you personally, like what's being attacked is you.
Yeah.
You're the one that's under scrutiny. You're the one that's being like defamed or whatever it is. I who knows what, people just get hate comments for nothing, which is really sad. Like,
Yeah.
and I know that firsthand. Literally, you get hate comments for actually nothing.
Yep.
And it just sucks. Like, it's a harder thing. There's nothing constructive about it. There's nothing that's like you can remove emotions from it. And like, okay, there's feedback. There's, you do get the comments that are just like stupid.
Yeah.
Even we get that. But
yeah.
It's a different thing when it's connected to you directly.
Yep.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's really tough. Social media is an interesting animal.
Yeah, I still don't get it. I'm scared for my children because I feel like you were older than I was, but you're probably like 16, 17 by the time like social media is really kind of like Instagram is now catching a real wave. Vine is coming around, like kind of that. I'm probably 14, 13.
I think, man, I forget how old I was. I think I was like middle of high school.
Okay.
I might have been 16.
But still, so we're middle of high school by the time that we're by early social media.
Yeah.
And now, like, our kids are going to grow up on all the social medias.
I think I remember being in like middle school or like elementary school, and MySpace was...
Sure. Yeah,
MySpace
my
was there. That was, like...
babysitter had MySpace.
Yeah.
So if that puts perspective, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Something like that.
But yeah, I'm worried about, just because I know that with social media just comes exposure to everything. And like, I don't want my kids to be exposed to everything, at least not young. See, I don't know. We'll see. Not really sure what that looks like parenting wise, but
Crazy.
wild.
So, dude, I have a question for you. Who is your favorite social media influencer?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Oh man,
Wait. No. All time. Just go for it.
all time? Dang. Dude, honestly, it's a little cop out. I don't know if it's cop out because he's famous, but Peter McKinnon.
He's a great creator.
Yeah, wicked creator. I think his personality is like half of what makes him so fun to watch. But he's just interested in things that I'm interested in, and he's a insane video creator. And he also, I think one of the things I love about him is he kind of just blew up for like no reason. Not no reason. He's obviously a great creator, but he just like exploded, has held his platform. Yeah.
Mine is easy. In fact, I think you know who I'm talking about.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
on three. Let's say it. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Joe
Justin
Rogan.
Bieber.
Oh, what?
Dude, obviously.
Justin Bieber.
JB, man.
My favorite social media influencer. Nice, dude.
I don't even know if it is actually Joe Rogan. I appreciate the conversations that he has.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't actually say.
But
Joe
I don't even know that. I'd put him in the podcaster category. Like, he's not a social media influencer. Like, I would put the Paul brothers.
Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect is cool.
Those are
Dude Perfect's legit.
Yep.
They are insanely big on.
Yeah.
They're
I
massive.
forget how big they are. They've got like 20 million plus.
No, dude. I think they're close to 100 mil.
On YouTube.
Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. Maybe they could be. Every time I see their subscriber count, I go, "Holy crap! They have so much more than I thought they did."
56 million.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's more than double what I thought they had.
That's literally insane.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
56 million.
No, they're cool. I enjoy consuming their content. The ones that I've liked are the ones where they do. Is it airsoft or paintball? No, yeah, they do airsoft
with
in
the
like
balloons.
a massive park. And it's supposed to replicate what video game is that?
Is it Fortnite?
I think so.
Yeah.
Where you drop onto the map and then you like
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
pick up
yeah,
guns
yeah.
and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Fortnite.
Yep.
I might get some shade thrown at me for not knowing what that is.
It's a battle royale, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, man, so Justin Bieber, that's it.
Okay, nice.
That's not really
Sick.
it. I don't know. I don't know that I have a favorite influencer.
You've been watching Gary Vee a little bit. You've also been watching Ezra Firestone. He's not really an influencer, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary Vee's cool. I like the fact that we've talked about this before, but I like the fact that he knows what he's talking about and has like legitimate business acumen.
Mm-hmm.
But the level of his speech is very basic. Like he speaks to the common man, which I think is super cool. Having that ability is like really cool. Like he can connect with the common man.
Sure.
It reminds me of that poem. I think I may have even mentioned this before, by Rudyard Kipling, where he's an English journalist, and basically he talks about what it means to be a man, and he says this line where he's like, if you can walk with kings but not lose the commoner's touch, like at the end of it, he ends up saying, and then you'll be a man, my son. And like he goes through all of these different things, and he talks at one point about like, if you can amass a fortune and then on one basically on one whim of pitch and toss, lose everything that you've amassed and not speak a word about your loss. And then he like every stanza is like a new thing, but basically like the character of what it means to be a man. And he says there's a line in there about being able to, like, you can carry yourselves and be in the room with kings, but never lose the commoner's touch. Like you understand,
you're not afraid to put yourself in the pilgrim's hands, so to speak.
Yeah, in those shoes, or
Right.
like walk or like even be that.
Sure.
Because you probably were that. At one point in life.
Yeah.
It's just really profound. It's like the whole thing is like what it means to be a man. I should read it. It's so good, but we'll spare you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so final thing here that we absolutely have to do, and I'm so we've been waiting for this moment. They've been waiting for this moment. We have to show it.
Yep. This is it. So this is the elite case. I don't even like that.
Enough said.
Yeah, that's it. Like I don't know how to drum roll this. This is 6.5, almost 7 months in the making. If you don't know what this is, we launched a campaign for this on Kickstarter initially. Then we moved it to our website, and we basically had this vision of taking an anodized aluminum frame, using our full grain leather, and making the most premium, high quality phone case on the market. And this is it. This is
trying to give you guys a slow roll here.
Yeah,
dude, this is literally the most epic iPhone case that exists in the world right now. I am not I'm not even like, obviously I'm biased towards my own product, but this doesn't exist. This product does not exist on the market. This anodized aluminum that you have on the outside is literally the same material that you'd have on your MacBook,
MacBook Pro.
Yep.
iPad,
so like
anything.
You have full drop protection. Within the inside, we have like a TPU liner, so that's like even more of like a barrier for some drop protection, and just another line of defense for the phone. It kind of gives it a little bit of that cushion between the phone and the aluminum. You have the top grain, highest quality leather that you can actually get your hands on.
That's full grain.
Top grain is what's on our normal cases. This is full grain leather that's on the back of this case. So just absolutely beautiful. This is going to patina like so gorgeous over time.
Yep.
The buttons, still our same stainless steel, black on the outsides there. Just, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is like everything that we've been waiting for and more.
Yep.
Dude, I am so excited about this. This was literally the whole reason that I got an iPhone 12 is so that I could actually use this case.
Yep.
Like, everything about this is epic. It's just highest quality, best standards. Obviously, we cover this with our lifetime warranty. I'm amped on this, man.
Yeah, the feeling of Claudio and I sitting down and kind of going, hey, this is an idea that we have, and then going to draw, like going to pen and paper, getting some ideas, working with Arena, who is our 3D renderer, and just like back to the drawing board, new render, and then finally for it to stand here and for us to be holding these as it will ship, like finalized, boom.
Yeah, it's epic. A couple other details too
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you
obviously we have the MagSafe.
Yep, we got MagSafe inside, full suede liner. This is like, I wish you could feel this. Super soft suede.
Yeah, I mean, we do the same thing that we do on our normal cases, which is like fully wrap the leather around the lens, so it's got just such a classic seamless look, and it doesn't lose any of its look. There's so many cases that have like a bump here around the edge or like some sort of cheesy thing,
frame or something.
Yeah, some sort of frame, and it just looks so crummy. So we've, like we do on our normal cases, we've wrapped it fully, which was awesome. Even the way that the leather is folded on, I'm going to try to give you guys the close-up here, but just the way that it's folded into the edge of the case is just so... It's so seamless, and so intentional and so purposeful. Like the design is just perfect. And then we've kind of skived and cut the outside of the TPU, that plastic liner that's on the outside here, just so it kind of has a more seamless, flawless, integrated look. Even that was like a little bit of a step that just made all the difference in the world. So the attention to detail here is just like bar none. It's just a beautiful, beautiful case. Like this thing is absolutely next level. This does not exist on the market. It just doesn't.
No.
This, I could not be more excited or more happy to be showing this, launching it. We got it in 2 colors.
Yep. Terra and black. Oh yeah. So we got Terra and Black edition. If you were one of the people that pre-ordered this, first I want to say thank you for being patient. This has obviously been a long process creating this product. As Claudio said, there's nothing like it on the market. And so with that, we had to completely redesign the manufacturing process specifically for this. We're working on getting it patented, so you legal design thieves out there, hold your horses. But yeah, there were so many like retakes and iterations and changes that we made, and if you were a pre-orderer, you're going to be blown away at what we were able to accomplish, I think. And if you haven't pre-ordered this and you want this, I can't wait for them to just have it in their hand. Because I mean, even what you said, just the way that the leather and the edge, you'll see it in photos and in content, perfect, but it's so hard to, it's
beautiful.
Yep.
I am so in love with, I'm so in love with this, and I am not the type of person that like actually wants anything really, like just very naturally content, but this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool to have like created something that is so original.
Yeah.
There are like, this isn't super duper unique.
Sure.
We're using better leather, we're using better materials, but in terms of a design, it's just minimalistic.
Sure.
This is very minimalistic too, but like we created something absolutely
completely different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
This doesn't exist. This aluminum outer structure with it just doesn't exist. No. So it's just awesome, man.
Yeah. Welcome.
Protected for life, and that's that.
So yeah, this is it. This is the Elite case, the flagship product for Bullstrap as it stands. Couldn't be more excited about this. If you've pre-ordered this as we are filming today, they're on their way to us. They should be here in a couple weeks, and then we will be processing them and getting all of the pre-orders sent out. From there, they will shortly be made available, and we could not be more excited for you to have them in your hands.
Yeah, and for those of you who did purchase on pre-order, you guys obviously got like a super duper discounted price. Yep. Basically, you got it like half off. But, man, I just cannot wait to launch this. Speaking of which, we're going to transition over to the BS Society part of this podcast, and we're going to show products that go along with this, that are coming in the future that we have samples of that we're going to show to members only. So if you want to sign up, you can. Here's all the details. Obviously, if you're not signed up, you should be.
Yep, seriously.
Also, by the way, if you're not subscribed here,
Oh, yeah.
hit subscribe.
Dude.
Hit the like button.
It's easiest way to stay up to date.
Yep. Do it.
It also makes us feel good. Speaking of social media and engagement, like,
don't break our hearts.
yeah, the numbers going up. It's cool. At the very least, it's cool. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the end of this podcast.
All right. Peace out.
Peace. Goodbye.
Yo, 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 yo,
yo, yo, yo, yo, yo.
That's crazy. I can't believe that we do that at the beginning of each.
I know.
Every single one.
It stuck the first time, and then we just kept doing it.
I feel like it's cheesy, but hey,
dude,
here we are. We're doing it.
Welcome back to the BS Society.
Welcome to the family.
Dude, this is
really happening.
This is actually I'm obviously not going to on the podcast, but like this is a little bit emotional for me. Like I think when these arrive and they're like packaged and like fully ready for sale, like that'll really get me. Just because we literally designed
I might just
this.
break down.
Dude, I seriously, it's gonna like I might be a wreck. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe part of it is just like I love like product design and all of that. Like really excites me. It
is really cool to have like design something and find out how difficult it was to actually do, launch a Kickstarter campaign around it to like fund it, and then actually execute on it.
Yeah. It's like, crazy full circle.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It really is. And these are just like so freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Like
they're so epic.
They're so epic. So I'm so excited for this, man. Like these are not going to disappoint, and I love it. I love it so much. Yeah.
So epic.
Speaking of which, we need to show some goods right here.
So you guys, last podcast, we kept.
By the way, this is for a 12 Pro case.
Yeah.
I would literally throw this on. This is the only one that we have like here in this room.
Yeah.
But whatever. You guys are seeing the black. We both have 12 Pro Maxes, so I can't just like throw this in. But regardless, you're getting to see what it looks like.
Yep. In addition to that, last week we had the Elite wallet, but we didn't have it in black. So the black Elite wallet landed. You guys have seen this. This is basically just a card holder, but it breaks apart. And so this piece goes on the back here. That's a MagSafe wallet. And then you've got this piece that you can either put your business cards in, whatever.
No, but this is like insane. This is like extra strength that's actually not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is just like...
That looks so sick to me. So today we put the black one on the Terra, and obviously we designed them both to work with their own color, but this is... I mean, I think that looks so good. The Terra with the black. We've got the other piece. This obviously goes with that. And then...
Yeah, I mean, dude, so this is like, if you want to go out,
yep,
slap this sucker right on. You now have a functioning
MagSafe wallet, as would be.
With all the beauty of just a classic case. It's exceptional. I mean, just so cool. So I really love this particular product innovation. And then you can connect them together.
Yep. Hey, the work week is starting. We need our business cards. We need everything else. We need our normal card holder. There it is.
Take that.
Boom. Are you kidding me?
That just looks
Dude,
so
that
good.
looks so... Yeah, we're also kind of... I mean, these very recently got here, so we're also discovering these. This is the first day that I've actually been able to shoot content with them, so it's... Yeah,
we've had other samples that have like continued to roll in and like continue, and we've like kept production in certain things and blah, blah, blah. But like, this is just... we're seeing like just the final results of our efforts, and it's just really cool, man.
Yeah,
it's so cool. So be excited for this, guys.
Yeah,
this is just absolutely epic. Absolutely epic.
It's so sick.
Yeah, man, that looks so good.
I know the black on black is
even the black on Terra
looks super good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm never gonna get tired of doing this right here.
Oh yeah, that's like a fidget toy.
Literally.
Yeah, you just up and down. Well, it's also fun because I'll hand it to my friends and be like, hey, it doesn't come apart, but it does slide apart. Like, figure it out. and it's like a puzzle. Like
literally
they'll
is like
spend
a
like
puzzle.
10 minutes trying. I mean, we know just because
You have to know the direction.
Yeah,
that
you gotta
goes
know
in
how it goes.
to unlock that sucker.
Yeah. But then once you do, it's so easy.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
It's so sick. I love it. This is such a legit product innovation.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Well,
it.
and then we've got another piece to that,
This plus this.
which we will not talk about.
There's another piece. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Well, you guys are feeling
We don't
the
have
perks.
we don't have a sample of it yet. That was a new product innovation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elite case was first. Elite wallet was second. Elite something else.
Is third.
Yeah.
I love it, man. So good.
It's a little bit off track, but did you watch the UFC fight this weekend?
McGregor and how do you say his name? Poirier.
Poirier. Yeah, Poirier.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought that
First, what'd you think of the fight? Second, what'd you think of like the outcome and the banter, etc.?
aftermath.
Yeah, the aftermath.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's all connected. McGregor just has a hype train around him that is so powerful. It's like the Paul brothers. Like he is he is a world-renowned athlete. McGregor is.
Yep.
People know who he is. They know his name. They know McGregor. Mm-hmm. It's like talking about LeBron James or something. Like,
Sure.
He is. It's awesome that like fighting has gotten to that level of prowess, and you can actually make that much money. Like he's one of the highest paid athletes still.
Crazy. Yeah.
But that being said, he is not as good as he used to be. For sure. He was like the best in the world for a period of time, but that period of time, like the sun has started to go down on the McGregor dynasty.
I agree.
He's not there.
He's not. Yep.
And it's pretty evident. He was getting beat. It was one round, so you never know. And McGregor like can outlast people. Like if there's anybody that's been in like fights before, it's him.
True.
But yeah, I don't even know what to think of his like freaking spoiler alert shin breaking and that whole thing that happened. Like I think in terms of the aftermath of it all, he is just so what I mean is in terms of him being like a legend is he knows how to get people to watch him. He's figured that out. He's figured out the marketing piece of being a fighter.
Sure.
Kind of like the
Jake
Paul brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake Paul mainly. Like,
yeah.
get people to like put their eyeballs on you and like sell a fight. McGregor can freaking do that. He's good at it. And there's a reason he's paid most. And it's not because he's the best even right now.
Right.
It's because he
brings the most eyes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that piece is definitely interesting, but it comes with like just shenanigans, man.
Yeah.
The whole thing where he goes off on like Poirier's wife.
Oh yeah, like being in her DMs or her being in his DMs or yeah, dude, it's
what even is that?
Yeah.
Man?
I don't know. I totally agree with you. I think McGregor is on his way out. I like watching him fight. He doesn't seem like the apex like fighter that he once was. But yeah, man, the aftermath of that was just. To me, it was like my nephew Shep throwing a temper tantrum. Like he's just sitting there, like flailing his arms and screaming.
Your wife's in my DMs.
Yeah, yeah. Half the crap he said in the post interview, I couldn't even I had no clue what he was saying.
His accent's heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah, it's like I know the words you're saying are supposed to be like in my language, but woofda.
Yeah, not quite
enunciated. Yeah. Oh, I got John. Oh man,
that is so. It's next level, bro.
Yeah.
It's next level.
On the contrary, I think Poirier held himself like super well. Dude is a rock star. Like,
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's like ranked second or something right now.
Yeah, maybe.
I think at one point he was ranked first, but
Or no, yeah, he was first. Yeah, he was first. They introduced him as the current lightweight champion of the world.
oh really?
I think so. Yeah, I think they introduced him as the champion of the world because they introduced him second. They introduced McGregor and then they introduced
then him.
Poirier, and I'm pretty sure they said the current.
That's probably worth looking up.
Yeah. Oh, yep, you're right. So Charles Oliveira is the current champion, and then Dustin Poirier is number 1. So Dustin Poirier is number 1, but I guess he's got to beat the champion.
That's a weird distinction. I guess I don't know enough UFC to know what like the difference is. Maybe they fought, maybe they haven't.
Yeah, I don't know either. I would think they have to fight, but
Well,
who knows?
anyway, I have loved chilling with you guys.
Yeah,
love doing this.
Thanks for being a member.
By the way, next Be a Society product.
Oh, it's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be epic.
Yep.
Actually,
it's a twofer. It's a
it?
2-piece, 3-piece. If you think about it.
Yeah,
Little
three-piece.
three-piece set.
I've been using it daily, and I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
It's a daily user for sure.
It's a daily user if you're into that sort of thing, but it's something that like every man needs.
Yeah. If you don't use it daily, you should. Like, it'll improve your life to use this product daily.
Hint, hint. Who knows what it is?
Leave
Anyway.
your guests. Leave your guesses in the comments. We don't have comments. Doesn't matter.
Well, either way.
Either way.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
We're
We'll
peacing
see
out.
you in 2 weeks. Peace.